Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel. Hope you did well in your mock examination. Today we are going to discuss the quant section of MT 204-2301. It's a mock test discussion of quantitative aptitude. Now examination here, IBPS RRBPO, that is scale 1 officer, preliminary examination. It's an all India OMR based mock test conducted on 28th September 2025. My dear students, please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so that you get notification of all the videos that are uploaded on this channel. Okay, let's discuss the weightage of the questions in RRBPO before we are going to start this session. Now, if you observe in this examination RRBPO, so how many questions we can expect and what is the sequence order? Which order we need to follow to get a good number of marks in examination is, first you can start with approximation. Here approximation, it's a very simple and easy area where you can score good marks. So here approximation, how many questions? 5 questions. After approximation, just to give the priority to the series. Now series, here number of questions, minimum and maximum, if you observe, minimum 5, maximum 6. The next we can give a priority to the quadratic equation comparison. Comparison of the roots of the quadratic equations. Here the number of questions we can expect 0 to 5. Minimum 0, maximum number of questions, that is 5. The next to go, next to try with the individual questions. Individual questions here, minimum 10 and maximum 14 questions. Minimum 10 and maximum 14. The next, data interpretation. Data interpretation 10 to 16. So minimum 10 and maximum 16 questions. This is the weightage of the total number of questions. What is the total number of questions here? 40 questions. 40 questions need to answer in 20 minutes. Dear students, remember one thing. Previously, the specific time for each set was not given. But recent notification, if you observe, if you refer the notification, present notification, latest one, you will find the time slot for each section. Separately, timings given for each test area. Reasoning 25 minutes and quant 20 minutes, total 45 minutes. So need to answer 40 questions in 20 minutes. So this is the breakup as well as the order of priority. Start with the approximation, then series, quadratic comparison, individual questions, and data interpretation. Only one policy, simple rule you need to remember, that is easy questions need to attempt first, medium next, and the remaining, if time permits, we'll solve the remaining questions. Don't get stuck with one question, keep on moving. That is very, very important. Remember this. Don't be emotional in the examination. Okay. Now let's look at the questions given here. Directions are given. First set of questions, directions are given here. The following questions, 2 equations 1 and 2 are given. You have to solve both the equations and mark the appropriate option. Options are given. Choice 1, that is x greater than y, and choice 2, x greater or equal to y, less than y, less or equal to y, both are equal, no relation. Means relation cannot be established. My dear students, we can answer the question in 2 ways. So one is by using the formula, that is minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. The second method, the second approach, that is a factorization method. It is suggested. Solve the question by using the factors. Now look at the first equation. X square minus 5x minus 6 is given. How much is the product of A and C? A and C is equal to negative. So it is a negative value. That is a minus 6. So what is the middle term? Middle term, how you look at a middle term is? Middle term is equal to difference of the factors. What are the factors here? If you observe first quadratic equation and the second quadratic equation, the factors here, positive 1 and minus 6. By adding these two, we get minus 5. The product of these two is equal to minus 6. What are the roots? Means same numbers to be taken. Just to take the same numbers with opposite sign and divide with coefficient of x square. So the roots for the first quadratic equation 6 and minus 1. Look at the second quadratic equation. Here 10 is given. 10 means 2 into 5. Now 3 into 2, that is a 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. So here, so minus 6 minus 5 are the factors. The factors here minus 6 and minus 5. So what are the roots? 6 and 5 by coefficient of I square. That is a 10. Okay. Now just observe. The negative value is less than the positive, means x is less than y. X is less than y. Now look at the other one. The first root of the first quadratic equation is 6. 6 by 10. 6 is more than 6 by 10. X is greater than y. One time it is more, other time it is less. Then what is the answer? It is not possible to find the relation. So the answer for this question, option 5. Fifth choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example. Question number 2. 2x square minus 11x plus 14 is equal to 0. 14 means I am expressing it as a 2 into 7. What are the factors? Means just observe. 2 into 2, that is a 4. 4 and 7. 4 and 7. By adding these two, we get 11. So minus 7 minus 4 are the factors. What are the roots? 7 by 2 and 4 by 2. 7 by 2 and 4 by 2. Take the same factors with the opposite sign, divide with coefficient of x square. Now look at the second one. This is the first quadratic equation. Look at the second one. Here, what is the product? 5 into 2 is equal to 10. Now minus 10 and minus 1 are the factors. Minus 1 and minus 10, that is a positive 10. The product of the two factors is. By adding these two, we get the middle term, that is 11y. Now the roots are 10 by 5, 1 by 5. 10 by 5 and 1 by 5. Here, by doing cross multiplication, of course we can find, or by making the denominator same also we can find. So here it is becoming 5 times. 5 times is 35 and it is 5 into 4 is equal to 20. Okay, now 5 is becoming double. So 20 and 2. Just observe what is the discussion. 20 and 20 means x and y both are equal. And 35 is greater than these two values. Means first root of the first quadratic equation is greater than both the roots of the second quadratic equation. And second root of the first quadratic equation and one of the roots of the second quadratic equation are same. So what is the condition? X and y are equal. X is greater than y. Combining these two. Now the answer is option number 2. X greater or equal to 2. X greater or equal to 2 means choice 2. Second choice is the right answer. Now moving to the next example, question number 3. 36. 36 means here I am expressing it as a 9 into 4. 9 into 4 means by adding these two factors, we get the middle term. That is a 13. So what are the factors for this first quadratic equation? Minus 9, minus 4. The roots are 9 and 4. Take the same factors with opposite sign. Now, look at the second quadratic equation. Quadratic equation 2. 51. 51 means now just express it as a product of two factors whose sum is equal to 14. Now what is the possibility? What is the possibility means here if we observe 17 and 3. 17 and 3. Positive 17 and minus 3. By adding these two we get positive 14. That is the middle term. Then what are the roots? By one product of these two is minus 51. The roots are minus 17, positive 3 by coefficient of y square. Now simplify this. What is the condition here? Negative value is less than the positive. So minus 17 is less than 9 and 4. So x greater than y. 9 and 4 both are greater than 3. Means here the values, the roots of the first quadratic equation, both the roots of the first quadratic equation are greater than both the roots of the second quadratic equation, and the choice option 1. First option is the right answer. Okay. Now look at the next example, question number 4. Now 2 into 3, that is a 6. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Now how to get the middle term, that is a 5, positive 5. Look at this first quadratic equation. Positive 6 and minus 1. Positive 6 and minus 1. By adding these two, we get the middle term positive 5. Multiplying these two, we get minus 6. Hence the root. Now the roots are minus 6 by 2 and 1 by 2. The roots of the first quadratic equation. Now the second quadratic equation. 2 into 4 is equal to 8. 2 into 4 is equal to 8 means now what are the factors? How to get the middle term? Minus 9. Here minus 8 minus 1. Minus 1 and minus 8 is equal to the product of these two. The product of these two factors equal to 8. That is a positive. By adding these two, we get minus 9, which is equal to middle term. Now the roots are 8 by 2, 1 by 2. Now the negative value. The negative value is less than the positives. The second quadratic equation has positive values. Means x less than y. 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 both are same. So x and y are equal. 1 by 2 and 8 by 2, observe, 8 by 2 is greater than 1 by 2. 8 by 2 means 4. 4 is greater than 1 by 2. So here, what is the combination? X less or equal to y. Now the result is option 4. The right answer for this question, option 4. That is x less or equal to y. Next question number 5. X square plus 7x minus 44 is equal to 0. 44. Here I am expressing it as 4 into 11. So what is the result here? 11 minus 4. 11 minus 4 is equal to 7. The product is equal to minus 44. Now the roots are minus 11, positive 4 by coefficient of x square. Now look at the second one. The roots of the second quadratic equation. 95. 95 means here 5 into 19. 5 into 19 is equal to 95. 5 plus 19, that is 24. So what are the factors here? Minus 19 minus 5 by y square, coefficient of y square. Now the factors, roots are positive 5, positive 19. Now simplify this. What is the cancellation? Now minus 11 and 4. Minus 11 and 4 means both the roots of the first quadratic equation are less than both the roots of the second quadratic equation. 5 as well as 19 are greater than these two values. Means x less than y. X less than y, right choice, option 3. Third choice is the right answer. Option number 3. Yes, my dear students, now data interpretation. The line graph is given. Study the following line graph and the table carefully to answer the questions that follow. The line graph shows the number of employees in 5 companies, P, Q, R, S, and T. The table shows the ratio of the male employees to the female employees of the company. So here line graph is given. Just look at P, Q, R, S, T, and the number of employees. The total number of employees in the 5 companies. And table is given here. The men and the women. Men means male employees and female employees. Now look at the question number 6. The total number of women employees in Q and S is what percent more than R? So what to find here? Women employees, Q and S. So Q and S. So what percentage more than R value? So here talking about women. More percentage to be found. What do you mean by more percent? More percent means the difference by smaller value into 100. Now, just find out the women in Q. How many women are there in Q? Q total employees is 2100. How many are women here? Women is equal to 4 parts. So 4 by 7. 7 means sum of the ratios. 3 it goes how many times? Sorry, 7 it goes how many times? 3 times. The value here, it is a 1200. That is the woman employees in company Q. Now what about the S? Yes, the 4 parts out of the total 9 parts. So here 4 by 9. Simplify. Again we get 1200. What about the R value? R value here, it is the 5 parts out of 11. So 5 out of 11. 11 it goes exactly 3 times. So what is the result? 1500. 2400, that is a Q plus R. Sorry, Q plus S is equal to 2400 and R is equal to 1500. So more percentage to be found. More percentage means difference by smaller. How much is the difference? 900. Smaller 1500 into 100. 0 and 0 cancel. 3 here, 3 times, 3, 5 times. 1 by 5, that is 20%. 3 by 5, 60%. So what is the result? 60%. Now the option for this question, right choice is 4. Choice number 4. Okay. Now, shall we move to the next example? Right. If the number of employees of another company M is 66 2 by 3% more than Q. Okay, the number of male employees in M 50% more than Q. Then they find the number of women employees in M. Okay, M to be found here. So M, what is the M value? The number of employees in M 66 2 by 3% more. 66 2 by 3% means 2/3. 2/3 more. 1 plus 2 by 3. 1 plus 2 by 3 means it is 5 by 3. 5 by 3 of more of the Q. So what is the value of Q? Q employees 2100. So 5 by 3. Here it is how many times? 7 times. What is the value? The value of M is equal to the number of employees in M is equal to 3500. The number of male employees in M is 50% more than the Q. Male employees. Now let's check here. Male employees in M. What is that? 50%. Male employees is 50% more. 50% more than the Q. So what is the number of male employees in Q? 3 parts. Out of 7 parts, 2100. Simplify. What is the result? That is 900. 900 in Q, male employees. The male employees, that is a 900. Now 50% more means, what is the 50% of 900? 450. 900 plus 450, 1350. So male here, 1350. What to find? Then find the number of women employees in M. Total employees minus 13 male employees. So 1350. Subtract from this. What is the result? What is the result here? 500 minus 350. That is the 150. 3 minus 1. That is a 2. Now the answer is 2150. Right choice. Option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Okay. Look at the next example on your screen. What is the ratio of the total number of male employees in Q and S to that of women employees in R and W? Q and S, male to with respect to what we need to find? Women employees in R and T. Women employees R and T. First of all, find Q and S ratio to be found. Here ratio is asking to find out. Q, what is the number of male employees in Q? Total parts 7. So Q total parts are divided with 7. So 300. One part is equal to 300. 300 into 3, that is a 900. Similarly, S, total parts is 9. So S value 9. Dividing with 9 means each part is equal to 300. 300 into 5, 1500. By adding these two, we get 2400. Similarly, R, women value. R, women. What is the value of R in women? Total 11 parts. Divide with 11. One part is equal to 300. 300 into 5, that is 1500. Now, what about the T value? T here, total parts is equal to 5. So, divide with 5. Now, each part, one part is equal to 600. 600 into 3, 1800. By adding these two, that is 3300. Simplify. Zeros to 0 we can cancel. Now simplify 3. It goes how many times? 8 times. 3 here, 11 times. So what is the answer? 8 is to 11. Right choice, option 1. First choice is the right answer. Okay. Now look at the next example. Find the average number of women employees in all the companies together. Women employees to be found in all the companies together. P, how much here? The sum is equal to 3. Here sum is equal to 7. It is 11. What about ES? 9. Here it is a 5. Total parts. Sum of the ratios. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 4, 6 plus 5, 5 plus 4, 2 plus 3. Okay. Now what is the each part? One part is equal to how much? 1300. So P, number of women. How much here? 1300. What about the Q, R, ES, and T? The value of Q, just observe. 300 is the one part. Women to be found. He's asking to find out women. Women value to be found. Am I right? So women employees in all the companies. Now one part is equal to 300 here. 300 into 4, that is 1200. R value, one part is equal to 300. 3 into 5, that is 1500. Next, S value, each part is equal to 300. 3 into 4, that is 1200. Here one part is equal to 600. 6 into 3, 1800. What to find? Average. What do you mean by average? Sum of the observations by number of observations. Sum of the observations by number of observations. Number of observations is 5. Just to find out the sum. By adding these two, we get 3000. Here it is a 2500 plus 1500. That is 4000. 4000 plus 3000. 7000. Yes, my dear students, simplify. How many times of 5 is equal to 70? 14 times. So 1400 is the value. What is the average? 1400. Now the choice is option 4. Fourth choice is the right answer for this example. Hope you are observing each and every point. Now look at the next example. Find the difference between the number of male employees in P and R. P and R together. What to find here? Male employees. P and R together and that of men. And male means male employees in S and T together. S and T together. Again here, men is saying men means male employees. Okay. So what to find difference to be observed? Just observe find out the difference. Okay. P, what is the male number of employees? So total parts is 3. Dividing with 3, one part is equal to 1300. 13 into 2, 2600. What about the R? R, if you observe 11 parts, R 300. 300 into 6, 1800. By adding these two, 4400. Okay. What about the ES and T? ES value. Sum of the ratios is equal to 9. Here, each part is equal to 300. 3 into 5, 1500. Each part is equal to 300. 3 times of 5 times of 300, 1500. What about the T? T here, sum of the ratios is equal to 5. So one part is equal to how much? 600. So 600 into 2, 1200. Simplify. What is the sum of these two values? It is a 2700. Just observe the difference. What is the difference of these two? Means 4400 minus 2700, that is 1700. So now the choice 2 is the right answer. Option 2, second choice is the correct option. Okay, this is the completion of data interpretation combination, that is a table and the line graph. Individual questions are given here. Look at the direction, select the correct alternative from the given choices. The present age of P is 32 years more than the present age of Q. P is 32 years more than that of Q. So I am taking here P and Q. So if you take a Q as a K, P is equal to K plus 32. 32 years more. P's age 5 years ago is equal to 5 years ago. Subtract 5 years from the P's age. When you subtract the 5 years from the P's age, now what is the age? K plus 32 minus 5. 5 years ago is equal to twice the age of R. Twice the age of R, 2 years hence. R plus 2. 2 times of the R, 2 years hence. Q's age 6 years hence. Q's age 6 years hence means K plus 6 is equal to R's age 4 years ago. Is equal to R's age 4 years ago. So what is the age of R? R is equal to K plus 10. Okay. Now what is asking here? What is the present age of R? R value to be found. Simplify. In place of R, substitute K plus 10. Now what is the result? 32 minus 5. That is 27. So K plus 27 is equal to, here K, when you substitute, K plus 10 plus 2. That is K plus 12. So 2 times of K, that is 2K. 2 times of 12, 24. By taking K on one side, numbers on the other side, the value of K is equal to 3. When K is equal to 3, just find out K plus 10. R to be found. R is equal to K plus 10. K plus 10 is equal to 10 plus 3. That is 13 years. A right choice, option 1. Choice 1 is the right answer. Look at next example. A salesman sold an article at a discount of 24%. He gained 76 rupees as a profit. If he gives a discount of 15%, he makes a profit of rupees 220. What is the cost to price of the article? Cost to price to be found. So I'm taking here cost to price as C. Cost to price as C. What is the profit made here? Rupees 76. So cost to price plus 76. Profit is 76 means C plus 76 is equal to selling price. Now gain 76 after offering a discount of 24%. So discount is offered on market price only. Now when you subtract 24 from 100, then the result is 76%. Okay, that is the first condition. Now the second condition, 15% offered a discount. So 15% he offered a discount means now MP 15% offered means 85%, which is equal to making a profit of rupees 220. So C plus 220. If you observe carefully, MP market price is equal to C plus 220 into 100 by 85. Similarly, here we can write it as EMP is equal to market price is equal to 100 into 76 100 by 76 into C plus 76. Market price expressing in terms of cost to price in two different possible ways. By equating these two, we can find the answer. Cost to price. Look at this one. So 100 by 85 of C plus 220 is equal to 100 by 1 minute please. 100 by 76 into C plus 76. Solving this. What is the cancellation? 100 get cancelled. Now simplify this. 76 into C, that is 76C. Okay, 76 into 220. 220 means 0 as it is 0, 2 times of 11. So 2 times of 11 into 10. So 2 times of 76 means it is a 152. 152. 152 into 11. Here 0 as it is 0. Now that is 2, 7, 6, 1. So 2 as it is 2, 2 plus 5, 7, 1 plus 5, 6, 1 plus 0, that is 1, is equal to. Now 85 into C, that is 85C plus 76 into 85. Let me write here, 76 into 85. 6 into 5, 30. Now here 48 and 35. 48 and 35 plus 3. 48 plus 3, 51. So 51 plus 35, that is 86. 86 means 6 I am taking, 8 carry forward. Now 7 8s are 56 plus 8, that is 64. Now the value is 6460. By taking C on one side, variable on one side, and the numbers other side, we can find the value of C. Simplify this. 76 subtract from 85, that is 9C. Okay. Now 1670. 16720 minus 6460. 20 minus 60 means it is a minus 40. Minus 40 means complement here 60. Complement means 67 will become 63. 63 means 63 minus, sorry, 66. 66 minus 64, that is a 0, 2 and 1. The result is 10260. Now simplify 9 here. 9 11 times, that is 99. 36 means 4 times and 0. The value of the cost to price is 1140. Now just observe the choice. Which choice is the right answer? Option number 3. Third choice is the correct option. Okay. Next question on your screen. The concentration of milk in the milk solution in 3 vessels P, Q, and R, 60%, 80%, and 75% respectively. If 15 liters of the solution from the P, 25 liters from the Q, and 20 liters from the R are mixed, then find the concentration of milk in the resultant solution. 3 mixed vessels are here, P, Q, R. Let me collect the data first. P, Q, and R. What about the concentration here? The concentration 60%, 80%, and 75%. 15 liters from the P. 15 liters is taken from the P. Now 25 liters taken from Q. What is next? 20 liters from R. Now 15 liters where the concentration is 60%. Means 15 into 3 by 5. Simplify. It goes how many times? 3 times. It goes how many times here? 3 times. So 3 into 3, that is a 9. 3 into 3, 9. So P, 9 liters. What about the next one, Q? 25 liters you are drawing. In that concentration is 80%. 80% means 80 by 100, that is 4 by 5. So 4/5 of 25, that is 20. So Q is equal to 20 liters. What about the R? 20 liters here, concentration 75%. 75% means 3 by 4. 3 by 4 of 20, that is 15. R is equal to 15. Now simplify this. What to find here? The concentration of the milk in the resultant solution. Now 9 plus 20 plus 15. 9 plus 15, that is a 24. 24 plus 20, 44 upon how many liters? Just add these liters. 15 plus 25, 40. 40 plus 20, 60. Into 100. Now simplify. 11 times of 4, here 15 times. 5 3 times, 5 20 times. The result is 220 by 3. 7 times of 3, 21. Again 3, 1 by 3%. Now the answer for this question, choice number 4. Option 4 is the right answer. Okay. Now moving to the next example. The time taken by a boat to travel 90 kilometers upstream is 200% more than the time taken by it to travel 78 kilometers downstream. Time taken in upstream is 200% more. 200% more means 100% already is there. Now additionally 200. 100 plus 100, 300%. 300% means 300 by 100, that is 3 times. 3 times of the time taken in a downstream. What is the distance to travel in upstream? 90 kilometers. What about the distance to travel in the downstream? That is 78 kilometers. 78 kilometers. If the speed of the stream is 8 kilometers per hour, then find the upstream distance traveled by the boat in 8 hours. 8 hours, which stream? Upstream. Okay, we need to find out the distance. Dear students, here speed of the stream is given, that is 8. Boat speed is not given, so I am taking B minus 8 upstream. Here B plus 8 as a downstream, which is equal to here 3 times. The time taken upstream is 3 times of the time taken in downstream. Solving this, 3, it goes exactly 30 times by doing cross multiplication. Now, what is the next here? Is it possible to simplify 3? 3 here 10 times. 3, how many times? So 3 10 times means 3 here 26 times. Further can we cancel? Here 2 5 times. 2 here 13 times. Now what is the result? 5 times of B, that is a 5B. 5 times of 8, 40 is equal to 13 times of B, that is a 13B. 13 times of 8, that is 104. Okay. Simplify, taking B on one side, numbers other side. 13B minus 5B. Here it is a 8B is equal to 144. How many times of 8 is equal to 144? It is 18 times. So B is equal to 18. When B is equal to 18 and W is equal to 8, then what is the upstream? Upstream is 18 minus 8. So 8 times of 8 hours, 18 minus 8. That is 8 into 10, 80. What is the right choice? Option number 4. Choice 4 is the correct answer. Okay. Now, moving to the next example. Deepak, Sahitya and Shruti started a business. Deepak's investment was equal to the total investment of Sahitya and Shruti. Deepak, Sahitya and Shruti. Deepak investment is equal to sum of the Sahitya and Shruti. Sum of the investments of total investment of Sahitya and Shruti. Sahitya investment. Sahitya's investment is equal to how much? 28.4/7% of Deepak. 28 4/7 means it is a 2/7% of Deepak. Okay. If the ratio of the time period for Deepak, Sahitya and Shruti are in the ratio 6:8:3, then find their profits ratio. Okay. Now, my dear students, if you observe this question, this statement carefully, now Sahiti 2 parts, Deepak 7 parts. S by T. S by D is equal to 2/7. So Deepak 7K and Sahitya it is a 2K. What about Shruti? Just substitute the values here. 7K is equal to 2K plus Shruti. So what is the value of Shruti? Shruti is equal to 5K. Okay. What is the ratio? Means 7:2:5. What about the timings? Investments are 7:2:5. These are the investments. And the period of time here 6:8:3. Profit sharing ratio means profit sharing ratio we can find by comparing the investment and time of one partner with respect to other partner. Solving this, 7 into 6, 2 into 8, 3 into 5. Now the ratio, option number 1, that is 42:16:15. 42:16:15. Right choice, option number 1. First choice is the right answer. Now, look at the next example. Here, approximations are given. What approximate value will come in place of question mark in the following questions? Note, you need not to calculate the exact value. Nearest value, approximate, close values we need to count here in order to simplify and find the answer. Look at, if you observe this here, 24.95. It is close to 25. 25 square, 625. Now it is close to 15. 15 square, 225. By here it is close to 400. Square root of 400, that is 20. Minus 5.5 is equal to under root question mark plus it is close to 6. 6 square, that is 36. Dear students, 625 and 225, it is 850. 850 by 20, 0 and 0 cancel. Now here 42.5. 42.5 minus 42.5 minus 5.5, it will give 37. By taking 36 other side, minus 36 is equal to under root question mark. The value of the question mark is equal to 1. Right choice, option 3. Third choice is the right answer. Option choice 3. Okay. Now, moving to the next example. My dear students, remember approximation is the area you need to try first. First priority, just to give it to approximation. Now, 60% of 6,500. 60% of 6,500. Of course, 60 by 100 into 6,500, percentage and 0 get cancelled. That is the one approach. 60% you can express it as 3 by 5. Here it goes how many times? 13 times. The result is equal to 3,900. Okay. So either simplify by using the simplest form of the percentage, that is the reciprocal value. 350 is equal to 60%. Or 60 by 100 into 6,500. Okay. Now the second part. Divided by how much here? 25.99, which is close to 26. Approximately 26. Minus, here it is a 1/7th value. 1/7 of 700. 1/7 of 700, that is 100. Now simplify. 13, 2 times, 13, 3 times. Now what about 2 in 300? 150 times. The difference of 150 and 100, that is 50. Now the answer choice 5. And correct answer for this question, option number 5. Next, look at the 18th question. 1156. Square root of 1156. What is the value? It is 34 square. 34 square. Plus under root question mark is equal to. Here it is close to 1600. It is close to 1600. Means 40. Now question mark, under root question mark is equal to 40 minus 34. By taking numbers on one side, that is 6. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides means 6 square. That is 36. Right choice is option number 1. First choice is the right answer. Now look at next example. 33 1 by 3% of 2400. Approximately it is 2400. 33 1 by 4. 33 1 by 3% means 1/3 value. How much is the 1/3 of 2400? It is 800. It is approximately 60. 60 into 10 is equal to 600. So minus 600. What about 1999.99? It is 2000. 2000 means percentage and 0 cancel. Now the value question mark into 20. Question mark into 20. Now 800 minus 600 is equal to 200. 200 is equal to 20 into question mark. Find out the value of the question mark. Here it is 10. Now find out the right answer. Option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Look at the next example. Question number 20. Dear students, it is very simple and easy question. Just you need to add the values. Addition by using the 2-digit numbers. Just to simplify, you will get an answer that is 3300 approximately. So addition, so you can easily add the values. Okay. Look at the next example. Next set of questions. Here data interpretation is given. Table given here. Just observe the data given in the table. Study the table, following table carefully to answer the questions that follow. The table shows the monthly expenditure and savings of 5 persons, P, Q, R, and R, S, and T. 5 persons expenditures, savings is given. Expenditure values, savings as a percentage of the income. As a percentage of the income. 40% is the savings, means remaining 60% is the expenditure. That 60% is equal to how much here? 30,000. So 60 into percent is equal to 30,000. Find out the 100%. That is the total income. Now, what about the rent? Rent as a percentage of the income. So 30% is the rent. So again, rent is paying upon percentages upon the income. Income value is saying rent as a percentage of income. Okay. What about the footnote given here? Income is equal to expenditure plus savings. Now simplify this. Look at the first example. Find the ratio of P's savings to that of Q's savings. Savings of P and Q. Savings to be found. Now 40% is the savings, means 60% is the expenditure. 60% is equal to how much here? 30,000. My dear students, just simplify. 100% is equal to how much? Or else you can write 60% is 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is given here as 30,000. What is the full value? 3 here how many times? 1 time. So 10,000 into 5, 50,000. In that 50,000, 40% is the savings. That is the value of savings of P. What about the Q? 37.5% means 3 by 8. The remaining is 5 by 8. So 5 by 8 is given here as a 25,000. 5 here it was 5 times, 5 into 8, 40. 40,000. So upon 40,000. So 40,000 is the income here. Now what is the savings? savings is equal to 37.5, that is 3 by 8. Of course, it is 2 by 5. Solving this, zeros to 0 we can cancel. 5 here gets cancelled. 4 it goes to 2 times. 2 into 2 is equal to 4 is to 3. Now, what is the right choice? Option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Am I clear? Savings value given upon income in percentages. So, first of all, find out the income and observe the value of the savings. Look at next example. Find the difference between the average income of Q and R and S and T together. Difference to be found between the average incomes. Q and R. What about the incomes of Q and R? And S and T. Okay. Q, what is the income of Q means? Already we got here. It is 3 by 8 means 5 by 8, 40. 40,000. Of course, in the previous one, we've got the value of Q, 40,000. What about the R value? R value, if you observe, 28% is the savings means remaining 72%. 72% is equal to 18,000. 18 is equal to 1/4 of 72. 100% is 1/4 of 100, that is 25,000. So 25,000. Average means by 2. Similarly, S value. 20% is given here. Remaining is 80%. 80% is 4 by 5. 4 here 7 times, 7 into 5, 35. So 35,000. What about the T value? 36 is the savings means remaining 64. Remaining 64% is the expenditure. 64% is equal to how much here? 20,000. 100% is equal to question mark. So 20,000 into 100 by 64. 8 times in 100, 8 goes how many times? 25 times. Now, in 1,000, 8 goes how many times? 125 times. Now simplify. 100 into 25, that is 2,500. 25 into 25, 625. The result is 3,125 and one more 0. So what is the result? 3,150. Of course, here 0 is left here. Okay, 3,150. Again, average to be found. Simplify. 6,500. Sorry, 65,000 by 2. Here, what is the result? By adding this 35 plus 31, that is 66. 66,250. How much is the difference of these two values? The difference of these two values, if we observe, how much is the difference here? Let me set the pen here. So 65,000, 66,250. Difference is equal to 1,250 by 2. Here 625. So what is the average? 625. Right choice, option number 1. First choice is the right answer. Okay. Look at next example. By what percentage is the expenditure of T towards the rent less than that of Q? So T, what is the value of T? 20%. 20% of income. What is the income of T? If you observe income of T here, 3,150. Am I right? What is the income of T? 3,150. 3,150. In that 20%. 20% is 1/5 value. Now, Q value. What is the value of Q? Q value means first of all find out the income of Q. What is the income of Q here? Income of Q is equal to 40,000. So 40,000 is the income. What about the rent? 25%. That is the 1/4 value. Okay. Now, here less than that of percentage, less percentage to be found. Less percentage means difference by higher value in 200. Here it is 10,000. And what about this one? 5. How many times here? 6 times of 5, 2 times, and 5 times. So 6,250. Now what is the difference? 3,750 is the difference. So the less percentage means difference by higher value. What is the higher value? 10,000 into 100. The 3 zeros in the numerator, 3 zeros in the denominator gets cancelled. The result is 37.5. 37.5, 375 by 10, that is 37.5. Option choice 3. Third choice is the right answer. Okay. Next. From the savings of Q and T, if 15% and 30% are donated to charity, then find the total amount donated by Q and T towards the charity. Savings of Q and T. Q and T. What about the savings here? Savings of Q, 37.5. What is our savings here? Savings is upon income he is calculating. What is the income of Q means? It is a 40,000. Already we got the 40,000 here. So 40,000 is the savings. In that 40,000, 3 by 8 is the 40,000 is the income. 3 by 8 is the savings. What is the cancellation? It goes exactly 5 times 15,000. So donated to charity here. How much donated? 15%. 15% means into 15 by 100. So 0, 0 cancel. 15 into 15, 225. 225. 0 is common here. What about the T value? If you observe the value of T, the income of T is equal to 31250. 31250 is the income. What about the savings here? The savings of T is equal to 36%. 36%. 0 and 0 cancel. 5 2 times. What about 5? 625 times. 2 here, 18 times. Now 625 into 18, that is the savings. In that savings, now what is the condition here? Now donated charity, how much here? 30%. So 30% means 30 by 100. 0 and 0 cancel. Now 5 here 2 times, 5 125 times, and 2 here 9 times. 9 into 3 is equal to 27. 27 into 100, 2700. And 27 into 25. 27 into 25 means 25 into 25, 625 plus 50, 675. So 675. By adding this, now it is a 3375. The value of T, 3375. So what is the total amount? Total amount means sum of these two. By adding these two, 50 plus 75, that is 125. 1 carry forward. 22 plus 33, 55. 55 plus 1, 56. Now the right choice, option number 2. Second choice is the correct answer. Okay. Now look at next example. If the income of another person M is 20% more than the income of the R, M income is 20% more than R. What is the R income? If you observe the previous example, R data is given here. Just look at R income. How much here? 25,000. R 25,000. M value is equal to how much? 20% more than the R income. 20% more means 120 by 100. 120 by 100 means it is a 6 by 5. 5 here, exactly 5 times 30,000. That is the income of EM. And his savings is 20% less than the savings of P. Savings of P. What is the savings of P? Here, income of P, if you observe, just look at the previous data. Income of P. Here, 50,000. The ratio of income of P is equal to 50,000. Savings. Savings to be found here. Now, income is 50,000. What about the savings? Savings is equal to 40%. 40% saving means remaining 60%. 60% is equal to this value. 0 and 0 cancel. 6 here 5 times. 100 into 5. Simplify. That is a 50,000. Okay. Now, this is savings of P. Now, what is saying here? The savings is 20% less than P. 20% less means 80%. 80% means 4 by 5. Of course, it is 2 by 5. 5 into 5 is equal to 25. It goes exactly 2 times in 50. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 4, 16. 16 into 100, 1600. 1600. Sorry, 3 zeros are there. 16,000. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 4, 16. 16 into 1000, that is 16,000. Now, what to find? Expenditure of M. Expenditure of M means income minus savings. 30,000 minus 16,000, that is 14,000. So, what is the result? The result is option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Option number 2. Right, moving to the next example. Question number 26. Again, individual questions are given here. Select the correct alternative from the given choices. 8 men or 10 women can complete a work in 10 days. How many women should work along with the 6 men to complete the work in 8 days? Look at the board. 8 men or 10 women can complete the work in 10 days. 6 men working along with X number of women to complete the work in 8 days. Here, whenever you have a condition of OR, directly take these numbers on the numerator side. 8 into 10 into 10 by sum of the cross multiplication. 8 into x, that is a 8x. 6 into 10, that is a 60, is equal to number of days, that is 8. Solving this, we get the x value. 8 and 8 get cancelled. 100 is equal to 8x plus 60. 8x is equal to 40. The value of x is equal to 5. How many women should accompany with the 6 men in order to complete the work in 8 days? Means 5 women. The right choice is option number 5. Look at next example. The height of a cylinder is 33 1/3% of its radius. Height is equal to 33 1/3% of its radius. Means height and radius are in the ratio 1:3. 1:3. Find the total surface area of the cylinder given that volume is equal to 9702. Volume is pi r square. Pi r square h. So pi is equal to approximately 22 by 7. R square. Here I am taking h as a k and it is a 3k. R square means pi r square h 3k square. 3k square means 9k square. 3k whole square means 9k square into h, that is a k, is equal to 9702. Simplify this. What is the cancellation? Here 9, it goes how many times? 1 time, 0, 7 times 63, 8 times 72. Okay. What about 22? 22 means if you observe here 11 2 times 11. How many times here? 11. It goes how many times? 9 times 99 and 8 times. So 98. What about 2? 2 here 49 times. K square into K is equal to K cube. 49 into 3 is equal to 343, which is equal to 7 cube. The value of K is equal to 7 means height is equal to 7 and the radius is equal to 21. What to find? Total surface area. 2 pi r into r plus h. 2 into pi, approximately 22 by 7, r, that is a 21, r plus h. 21 plus 7, that is a 28. Simplify this. 7, it goes exactly 3 times. 3 into 2 is equal to 6 by multiplying these two. 22 into 28. 20 into 28, that is a 560. 560 plus 56, that is a 616. Now simplify. 6 times of 16, that is a 96. 6 into 6, that is a 36. What is the answer? 3696. Right choice is option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Now look at next example. A card is selected from a well-shuffled deck of 52 cards. What is the probability that the number appearing on the card is either a multiple of 2 or 5? Multiple of 2. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Multiple of 5. 5 and 10. So what are the favorable conditions here? So here 5 plus 1. Of course, 10 appear 2 times here. 10 is common for both 2 and 5. So what is the possible favorable events here? Favorable events are 6. How many suits are there in 52 cards? There are 4 suits. 4 into 6, 24. What is the total number of cards? 52. Simplify. What is that value? 4, it goes 6 times. 4 here, 13 times. What is the answer? The number of appearing, the probability, that is 6 by 13. Option number 1. First choice is the right answer. A man misses a bus at the bus stop by 30 minutes. If he travels at 36 km per hour. If he travels at 54 km per hour, he reaches the bus stop early by 20 minutes. What is the minimum speed required to catch the bus on time, assuming that the distance to be constant? So at what speed should he travel in order to catch the bus? Okay. Dear students, the speeds are given here 36 km per hour and 54 km per hour. And here timings are also given. What about the timings? Misses the bus by 10 minutes and reaches the stop by 20 minutes early in the second event. What is the distance between the 2 point means? Now here we can find the distance by using a simple logic. Product of the speeds by difference of the speeds into difference in time. Product of the speeds means 36 into 54. Difference of the speeds means 18. And difference in the time means 20 and 30. That is, difference is 50 minutes. 50 minutes means 50 by 60. Solving this, we get distance. What is the formula? Please note down. Product of the speed. Distance between the 2 points. Distance between the 2 points is equal to product of the speeds by difference of the speeds into difference in time. Time here 50 minutes is given. I am converting in hours. Simplify this. What is the cancellation? 0 and 0 cancel. 18 3 times. What about 6? 6 here 6 times. 6 into 5, 30. 30 into 3, that is a 90. 90 kilometer. Now 90 kilometer is the distance. If you travel at the speed of 36 km per hour, 90 kilometer traveling at a speed of 36 kilometer per hour. Distance by speed, it will give the time value. What is the time is 9 here 10 times, 9 here 4 times. Of course, 2 here 2 times, 2 here 5 times, 2.5 hours. Now reaches the destination half an hour late. Misses bus by 10 or 30 minutes. So half an hour late means supposed to reach in 2 hours only. 90 kilometer distance has to travel in only 2 hours. Has to travel only in 2 hours. So 2 hours means what about the speed? What could be the speed? That is the 45 kilometer per hour. Right choice is option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Okay. Now look at the next example, question number 30. Karthik invested a sum of money on a simple interest at 20% per annum for 2 years. He invested the entire amount he received after 2 years on compound interest at 15% per annum compounded annually for 2 years. Okay. If Karthik received an amount of 111090, what is his initial investment? Let us assume the initial investment as a P. The initial investment principal. 2 years at 20% per annum. 2 years 20% per annum means interest is equal to how much? 2 into 20, 40. 40 is the interest, principal is 100, means amount is equal to 140%. So 140% of P is the amount. Now this amount will become principal for the compound interest. What is saying? Whatever the amount he received under simple interest, invested in compound interest at a rate of 15% per annum, compounded annually for a period of 2 years. So what is the effective rate of interest? Effective rate of interest means A plus B plus AB by 100. 15 plus 15, 30. 15 into 15, 225 by 100 means 2.25. That is 32.25. Now this is the amount value. Interest is equal to 32.25. Amount means add principal. Here 132.25% is equal to 111090. Simplify this. Solving this, we get the value of P. Now, what is the value of P? On solving this, we get P as a 60,000. What is the answer here? 60,000. Just simplification. Remove the decimal, add zeros on the other end. Now, 0 and 0 get cancelled. What next here? If we simplify here, 25. 25 here 4 times. What about 25? 25 5 times 125. 125 means left with 7. 72 means 2 times. 225 9 times. Okay. Now any other possibility here? Now 529. 529, and is it possible to simplify with 11109? So how many times here? 2 times of 529. 2 times of 529, how much it is? So 2 into 29, it is a 58 and 10. Again 529 when you add one more time. Sorry. So what is it? 529. Not one time. So 58 and 10. 1058. Now 1110 minus 1058. What is the difference here? 42 plus 10, 52. 52 means what is left here? 9. So again 2 times. So 220. So 22 times. Okay. 22 times 5 to 29 it goes. Then what is the next cancellation? 2 here 2 times, and 2 here 7 times. Okay. Any cancellation? Five times 125. 225, 29. 40 to 52. Sorry, it is not 2 times, it is 1 time. Small correction here. It is a 1 time. Okay. It is a 1 time. So 529 means 1 time of 529, 21 times. Now 7, it goes exactly 3 times. 3 into 2 is equal to 6. 6 into 10,000. That is 60,000. The value of is equal to 60,000. Okay. A small correction here. Right. Now look at next one. Study the following information carefully to answer the questions that follow. In a college, there are totally 400 students who took examination in English, Hindi, and Sanskrit. The details of the number of students who have passed and who have failed in the given 3 language subjects as follows. Passed students 120 in all the subjects, failed students in all the subjects is 40. And failed in English, that is a 160, failed in Hindi 160, failed in Sanskrit, that is a 190, and passed in English only 50, passed in English only 50, Hindi only, that is 60, Sanskrit only 40. Dear students, let me draw a diagram here. Venn diagram I'm drawing here, just look at. English, Hindi, and Sanskrit. Now, pass in all the subjects is 120. So 120 in all the subjects passed. So this is the passed area. Okay. Now, how many failed here? In all the subjects, failed is equal to 40. Out of 400, 40 are failed. Means remaining how many? 360 are passed. Passed means passed in all subjects, passed in only one, passed in at least 2. Okay. Now, fail in English, that is a 160. And fail in Hindi, 160. Fail in Sanskrit, 90. Passed in English only, 50. English only. So this is the part, English only. And passed in Hindi only, that is a 60. Passed in Sanskrit only, that is a 40. Okay. Now this combination is nothing but this is the English and Sanskrit pass. This is a English and Hindi, and it is a Hindi and Sanskrit. Okay. Now let us assume this as A, B, and C. Okay. My dear students, how many are failed? How many are failed in Hindi? How many failed in English? English is 160. 160 failed means how many are passed? How many are passed means here pass is equal to this. This circle is the English pass. So failed how many means 60 plus C plus 40. 60 plus C plus 40. So fail in English, fail in English, fail in English. Pass in only Hindi and Sanskrit. Now, apart from this, 40 students fail in all the 3 subjects. So plus 40 is equal to how much? 160. Is equal to 160. That is a fail in English. Find out the C value is equal to how much? 100. 60 plus 40, 100 plus 40, 140. Subtract from 160, that is 20. The value of C is equal to 20. Similarly, find out the value of A and B. Whatever the value of A means, this value we need to find means how many are pass in Hindi. This is the pass in Hindi. How many are failed in Hindi means 50 A plus 40 and 40. So 50 plus A plus 40 plus 40 is equal to, what is the value of Hindi? Hindi failed 160 is equal to 160. Now simplify this. 40 plus 40 plus 50, that is 130. Subtract from 160. A is equal to 30. So A is equal to 30. What about the value of B? Now B means now Sanskrit pass. This is the pass in Sanskrit. So what is the failed in Sanskrit means 50, B and 60. 50 plus B plus 60 plus all the 4 subjects failed, that is 40. Now simplify Sanskrit. What is the fail in Sanskrit? 190 is equal to 190. Now the value of B is equal to, C is equal to 20, A is equal to 30. Now B is equal to 60 plus 40, 100, 100 plus 50, 150, 150 subtract from 90, that is a 40. The values of A, B, C. A 30, 40 and 20. And English pass, Hindi pass and Sanskrit pass, and together, all the subjects and at least 2 subjects. Everything is given here. Now by using this information, need to answer the questions. Look at how many students have failed in English only. How many students have failed in English only? How many are failed in English only? Yeah, that is 20. C is a 20. What C? Pass in Hindi as well as Sanskrit, but fail in English. So what is the answer? 20. The right choice is option number 5. Okay. Now look at the next example. How many students have passed in at least 2 subjects? At least 2 subjects means minimum 2, maximum 3. Minimum 2, maximum 3 means just add value of A, B, C and all the 3 subjects 120. A is equal to how much? 30. B is equal to how much? 40. C is equal to how much? 20. All the 3 subjects 120. Now by adding all these values, now what is the result? 120 plus 20, 140, 140 plus 40, 180, 180 plus 30, 210. Now what is the result? That is A plus B plus C plus 120. Option 3 is the right answer. Choice 3. Next. How many students have passed in Hindi? How many passed in Hindi means just look at the diagram. Hindi pass. 60, this is a Hindi pass. 60 plus 40 plus 20 plus 120. 60 plus 40, 100. 100 plus 140, 240. So what is the value here? That is a 240. 240 means right choice is option number 1. First choice is the right answer. Next, 34. The number of students who have passed in all the subjects is what percentage of the total number of students in the college? All the subjects. What is all the subjects who are passed in all the subjects? 120. Total number of students 400 into 100. 0 and 0 cancel. Now it goes exactly 30 times. What is the result? 30%. Option 4. Choice 4 is the right answer. Next. What is the ratio of the number of students who have passed in one subject only to that in only 2 subjects only? Only one subject, only one subject, only 2 subjects. Only one subject means only Hindi, only English, only Sanskrit. Just look at, I will show you the diagram. 50, 60, 40, that is 150. Only 2 two subjects, 30, 40, 20. That is 90. Here 150 and 90. Here it is 150, 60, 50 and 40. Here 90, 30, 40 and 20. Simplify 30 3 times, 30 5 times. What to find? Ratio 5:3, option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Okay. Now look at the next set of questions. Here series is given. Just observe. 1, 3, 12, 39, 120, 363 and 1092. Now what is the condition here? The difference is how much? Difference is equal to 9. Whatever the difference here, it is a 27. Am I right? Whatever the difference here, 81. 9 means 3 square, 27 is 3 cube, it is a 3 power 4. Whatever the before this, 3 power 1. 3 power 1. 12 minus 9 is equal to 3. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Here the value must be 0. So what is the wrong number? That is option number 1. Here what is the sequence? 3 power 1, 3 square, 3 cube, 3 power 4, 3 power 5, 3 power 6. That is 243. And here 729. Okay. The right choice is option number 1. Now look at next example. Here difference is 20, increased by 20. It is increased by 21. And what about this? It is increased by 23. And here increased by how much? 26. And this is increased by 40. Am I right? And here increased by 25. Okay. Now just observe what is the right sequence here. Here increased by 1. It is increased by 2. It is increased by 3. It should be increased by 4. When it increased by 4, then what it will become? It will become 30. Okay. 120 plus 30, here 150. When you take 150, 150 and 185 means here plus 35. Just observe sequence. Here 20, 21, 23, 26, 30, 35. Just observe the difference. That is a plus 5. Means here increases alternative. Just observe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is the answer? 160. 160 means a right choice. Option number 4. Fourth choice is the right answer. Now look at next one. Here what is the increase? It is increased by 2. What about the increase here? Plus 4. And what about this one? Here 305 and 314 increased by 9. And here it is increased by 16. It is a 2 square, 3 square and 4 square. What should be this one? It should be 1 square. Now if you observe 305 minus 4, that is 301. 301 minus 1, that should be 300. So what is the answer here? 299. The right choice is option number 3. It should be 300. 300 means difference is 1. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square and 6 square. 5 square is equal to 25. 6 square is equal to 36. It is following a pattern of square of, that is squares of the natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now look at next example. Here the difference is 7. increase it by 7. And what about this one? Increase it by 17. And here it is increased by 13. And this one increased by 17. And what next? Increased by 19. Small correction here. Increased by 11. Okay. Increased by 11, increased by 13, increased by 17, increased by 19. What about this one? Increased by 21. Okay. Now, what is the observation? 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, all these are prime numbers. So, what is the incorrect one? This is the incorrect one. So, what is the answer? The answer is option number 5. 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, all these are prime numbers. 21 is not a prime number. So, what is the next number? What is the next prime number after 19? That is a 23. Okay. Look at next one. 8 is becoming 4. 1, that is a 5, 6, and so on. 8 into 0.5, that is 4. 8 into half, that is a 4. 4 into 1, that is 4. 4 into 1.5, 6. 6 into 2, that is 12. 12 into 2.5, that is 30. 30 into 3, 90. So, what is the wrong number is here 8, 4, 8, 4, 4, 6. So, this is the wrong number. So, what is the right choice? Option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. It is following a sequence of into 0.5, into 1, into 1.5, into 2, into 2.5. Thank you very much for watching this video, and take the next step towards your dream with the time. For more queries, you can contact us. And thank you for watching for this video. Have a nice day.